Good evening.
Good evening.
Meeting started. On time?
Yes.
Can we hear it for Raju?
Yes.
The sergeant at arms for the day, Satnaran Raju, was here, so about 2 months before, and very consciously waiting for the time to click or tick 7. That shows how keen he was to start the meeting and set the meeting rolling. He spoke about how energetic you can be, about the cell phone, how things can come knocking at your door. Through the experience of Nicholas, we could understand through his story that if you do not grab the opportunity, if you do not understand someone is knocking, there is something in us, hid for us, they lose the opportunity. And that's what mother, a suffering child, experienced. And the message we got from that is, grab the opportunity when it comes. You do not know when the next comes. Wonderfully started the meeting with saying, grab the opportunity. And I think today you grab the opportunity to be the sergeant at arms. Wonderful. One small suggestion, Raju. Please, whenever you are speaking, you should have an opening audio. This must be kept in mind. You could have started with one good quote to say most of us, something like that. And you could have made it a little more organized. Please work on your grammar, which may help you with it. That's the suggestion. Moving on to the president. The president started with saying that opening the meeting, that is a formal way of bringing the meeting into order. And that's what I like about the president. He does it every time whenever I see them. She went into the secretary report and we got to know that it's missing. Wonderful. Then she went into the presidential address, 1998, ILP, Zakir Hussain at SFO, and you linked it to today's happening in the world. Pandit Ravishankar Pasanam. And she made it very clear that she felt very bad because she had experienced something in the past which that man could give. And she got. And today when that man is not there, that feeling came into her speech. And we could sense that feeling when you miss someone, when you lose someone. What I really liked about your speech was, madam, you linked, that sad moment to the Toastmasters. When I was feeling low, one thing which energized me was, today was Thursday and I am attending church. That speaks volume about your perception about Toastmasters in this club. As a president, you should feel proud about your club and you should feel that this club belongs to you. That's what you're actually doing. Keep it up. I have one suggestion, madam. I have said this last time, but please work on this. You have this word actually coming very often in your speech. Actually, I think 3 times you had actually. And you use and when you're introducing someone. He's a nice person, stop it. Make one more long sentence, stop it. Short, long. If not, we will know. She will start like this and here, again here. And you link this and make it a big sentence because you use and in it. And it becomes big, long sentences. Work on this, please. I really like the way you are taking this club forward. Keep it up. We'll come to the master of something a little later. I have few assignees. I would like to call them quickly because I am supposed to finish the evaluation. minutes. The comedian, Mirabari, can you?
Good evening again. There was wonderful usage of the English language today, and I was so caught up by what everyone had to say that I missed out a lot, noting down a lot of it. But speaker one ended with waste to wealth. There was something else. Tube to profit and garbage to gold. So that was, and his whole speech had a lot of wonderful usage, and there were no grammatical errors at all. So please give him a big round of applause. Again, speaker two, there was a lot of good usage, and I especially liked they lived seamlessly with the environment. It actually gave me a picture of how well they lived. There were the one or two things that you could have changed was is that you started with 8 months back. You could say 8 months ago, and I could recognize immediately. Perhaps you could have said I instantly recognized or I recognized immediately. You could cut out the I could have. I recognized it. Other than that, everything has gone on very well.
Since we have a listener and some things will be revealed, when we are having this assignees coming up, I would like the listener to come forward. And please the audience.
There's one person I hate in this room today, it was you, Venkat. I didn't have my cake. I came down, I wrote down my question. Here he does a revision of sorts. Okay? I don't know, besides being a Toastmaster, are you also a schoolmaster? No, I just can't look for questions again after that. Anyway, let me start. Sergeant at Arms referred to a doctor. Which hotel will he stay in?
Taj.
Okay. President mentioned about a concert. Where was that held? You can't. Yes.
Me?
No, I think you can't.
You want Delhi?
No. Me?
Yeah.
No, that was
She was.
Okay, fine.
No, it's okay.
No.
That's it, San Francisco.
so many times there.
Speaker one mentioned about a company which made $440 million. What was the name of the company? A certain company which made $440 million. Okay. Yeah.
The question is wrong.
No.
You can ask.
It's 40 million.
Pardon me? What is the name of the company?
Pellet.
Is it tiebreaker now?
Yes, only me.
And me.
And me.
Speaker 2 referred to a certain incident. When was that? How many months back was that?
Oh, the grammarian will.
Oh. Me?
Yeah.
No, no,
8
no.
months. 8 months ago.
Yes, you mentioned 8 months. You can't go back on it. You mentioned 8 months.
No, but. Grammarian mentioned.
I just reviewed it.
Pardon me?
I just told.
I see.
One more thing. Recent
I think, what is the name of Daniel Prince?
Ishmael. Sorry. Question is called.
Correct. Yes.
So you get some.
Achu.
He's a listener, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to give it here?
Then I think you get it, right? You
Yeah.
have 2 questions.
Yeah.
Did you answer 2 questions?
Oh, Achu is very much. Thank you.
Can I call the timer, please?
So good evening to all.
Good evening.
Meeting start exact time 7 p.m. and Sergeant took 3 minutes 41 seconds. President 3 minutes 57 seconds. And MC so for 7 minutes 20 seconds. TTM table topic master 11 minutes 2 seconds. So G is over 8 minutes 32 seconds. Break time 13 minutes 50 seconds. And speaker 1, 7 minutes 43 seconds. And speaker 2, 8 minutes 14 seconds. And table topics, only two table topic masters there, below 1 minute spoken. The rest of all above 1 minute.
Now the accountant, Evaluator.
Good evening, once again.
No, I was not aware of what your feelings were.
Yeah. Sergeant Arms, no R's, President, 1 small part. Speaker number 1, Anand, 4 R's, 1 small pause. And you repeated this word from this, and again you repeated this particular word 3 times. Do we think? Probably you have to avoid that. Speaker number 2, Ramesh, 1 R. Bharat Dasa, 2 R's. Pranalini, 3 R's. Thank you.
The first speaker is Evaluator. Can you please come forward and round of applause.
Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and Mr. Anand in particular. Your speech title, Cube to Profit, it had a weird title. I was just wondering what is that you are going to explain in your thing. And then when you opened your speech saying that you got a call from your son, I was just wondering how it is going to connect to your speech. But the body of your speech, you beautifully connected as to what he got from that Amazon, and then you went on to, you gave out the secret as to what it actually contained. Then you went on to, you displayed various things that contained in the parcel and went on to explain them. You also showed the paper cuttings of the new water that was done by clearing the wastewater into drinking water in Singapore, and also rice husk to power in Bihar. In the conclusion you said you can convert water into wealth, garbage into gold, and cube to profit, provided you keep your mind, ears, eyes open. That was very well done. Coming back to the project objectives, your speech has helped us understand your idea better. It took less time for you to explain because you are using the props. I will certainly remember it for a very long time because it has enhanced the retention of the listeners. And now it is that you are able to catch the attention of all the audience. You chose the right visual aid because usually in the visual aids, most of the people, they make use of the computer presentations and or flip charts or whatever it is. But you made use of the prop. Your thing was more like a prop. And with which you are able to, you convey the information that you actually wanted to convey. You used the material as props and you did it very well. You brought up, as per the project guidelines, you need to bring out a prop just before you start explaining. The moment you bring out a prop, it catches the attention of the audience. And when you explain, they are able to understand it better. And when they see and hear, their retention is there for a very, very long time. And I think as per the project guidelines, you are satisfied with everything. Suggestions, as I have already said, you are all the time looking on to your left side. It is better you give your attention to the rest of the audience present. And what I like best, you were very easy in explaining things. Your body language was good, your voice modulation was good. All said and done, you still have much more scope to increase the variety of your voice modulation and also variety of your body language. If you could synchronize these two things, your project, your speech will become really a great speech. You have done wonderfully well on this project 8 especially. once you are able to have the command of using props for your speeches, I think you will mature to a very great speaker.
I have one small suggestion to you. This speech is all about how you bring the prop and how quickly you push it out. Don't hold it for too long. I think you will do fantastically well. The reason for you looking to the left side was I could notice from the beginning. She clearly indicated putting the chair. Right? And Anand knew that he was doing something wrong up front. So he was always making sure, am I right now? Am I right now? So a speaker gets disturbed even by an audience. This can happen. This is what I'm telling you. But the speaker should understand that he should give a position. Right before you speak, you should come to the hall, give a position to your prop there, how it comes, how it moves out, where I'm going to stand. And most of the time I see you just very close to the lectern where I'll always be wondering whether you will hit the lectern and then be pushed back. So as a speaker, you should know where you should stand, how should your movements also should be measured, should not be unnecessary. And I sometimes feel you're mostly like, the Devanand's name comes up. I would like to call him as Mr. Devanand, Mr. Anand. The second speaker, attending Project 2 from Advanced Communication Manual, speak to inform. Priyadarshi, your opinion, please.
General Evaluator and Postmasters. When the master of ceremony said, Buddha, bulging belly, and with the title, growth leads to shaking, I thought something I'm going to hear how to reduce the stomach. But what Ramesh delivered was a dusra. It's up to you. I mean, we know Ramesh, and you are a magician. You created something from nowhere. You took us with such a descriptive way about the landmark. You painted about him with such vivid words. I could visualize that whole landmark. That is your strength. As you moved on, there's another dusra form. I was looking into the opening. The opening prolonged for quite a while. Then I was thinking, should I have something to comment on Ramesh? But once again it was a dusra. You ended up at the right time, at the apt time, and you said, the pride of good. And that was a wonderful word. Clear pause, and you brought to them what you were going to say. Because I was fully immersed in the speech, what you were telling. So I was really trying to understand what you were trying to say. Then you said, the pride of good. It's a pretty long opening I heard in the last 3 years as Sunset Coast Master. And that is the hallmark of you. That's the strength. If somebody wants to do that, or to set something wrong with it, that is your strength. Having said the strength of the nation, I found today, I thought you built your bit with more confidence. The reason I will tell you, some of the examples you used, Matadalli becoming Artinagar, you did not say that's the right. Bommanalli becoming a residential area front. But Sanjay Nagar dollar colony becoming a residential area, that's I could not understand. Maybe village becoming a dollar colony, that is where I thought I could do something. And second thing, some those are submittees that I could not understand. Except that the word confidence I thought, because I compared those, you gave a speech on toasting and whatever you call that, that was wonderful. So when I compared, unfortunately I compared that speech to the real speech, that is where I thought. Just like that, we expect Sachin Tendulkar to bat always and score 100. That's the problem. And my expectation is too high. And we look up to it, Mr. Ramesh. That is where it's like disappointment. Having said that, another thing I missed is the objective is you are motivating the audience to learn. But what happened is you gave a thought which is really provoking. What is that? Growth is innovative. What I'm going to do that? What is I'm going to learn? What is I'm going to motivate myself? That's the one thing I missed. Having said that, as usual, as a magician of our office and our club, your speech is always soothing to us. You give something, if not for learning, you give something thought-provoking, which will be lingering in our mind when we go home and keep thinking about it. Because you told the history, evolution of the people. Luckily, you did not start from the Adam and Eve, having the apple and then otherwise it's a wonderful explanation. I'm really looking forward to ACG 3, 4, 5 and up to ACG detail 2 times or 3 times. Looking forward to that. Thank you once again.
Ramesh, today I really enjoyed the topic selection. No one could have imagined that expansion can shrink life. When I heard expansion is shrinking, I really it opened my parachute saying there is a lot to receive. And of course I did receive. And you brought out the plight of a farmer who was well to do once upon a time and the expansion how it shrunk his work. Everything done well, Ramesh. Like Priyadarshi mentioned, your salutation came too long. Like more than 3 minutes, you had the story and then the salutation came. And the other suggestion is somehow we could have made the speech more moving. Little with the kind of opening and ending you could have paused and given a strong statement, bold statement which remains in our mind. That's what I felt. Otherwise, I really have to learn how to choose a simple topic and make it into a wonderful speech. Lovely, Ramesh. Thank you. Let's see on the table topics. How did you feel about the table? Really laughable. Something to learn from those laughs. The kind of questions that were asked is what you learn from such life. I think some of us got it, some of us did not understand what the question was. And this goes to the table topic masters. Make people understand what you're going into. Very clear to them so that they speak better. If it is a contest, I agree that the topics must be tough, where we choose the tough will be tough. And I think it was a good trial. Even the guests could speak well on the topic. Can we hear it for the table topic masters? General suggestion, I think we had to people walking in while the speaker was speaking. Once I think when the sergeant at arms was speaking, and of course senior postmaster Ramesh could handle when someone walked out and came back. And this is happening because today I think the board is missing. The signboard which is missing saying it could be hanged. The hanging board can say session in progress. Enter during applause or claps. That will make people understand that they cannot walk in without knowing when they are walking. And I think the guests did not know that they should not keep their home. Otherwise, I felt it was a lovely meeting, most energetic. With that, thank you. You want the MC? I thought I will give to you privately. I would call the MC as a brand master. He's a brand. If he likes it or not, he's a brand. When he is standing here, he is the brand for Toastmaster. He is going to propagate Toastmaster, he is going to propagate people on speaking and bringing the meeting together. And putting it as a one ball or object before the audience. And I would say he was a cool brand. Do you agree?
Yes, yes.
He did not get perturbed when the mic was not going with it, right? I could hear the noise coming out from this. I don't know whether he moved this or his hand was moving. The mic was picking the humming sound. So you quickly, without getting disturbed, remove the mic. That's why I call those who have that coolness in them, without getting perturbed, they are the best people to be called as cool brand. I would say you're a cool brand. And most of the things that you said really meant a lot to it. Like 90% of the things that we learn, we don't actually use it in our life. What a say, or what a way to convey the message. We see kids going to dance classes. So many of the classes where we don't use it. What's the fun in learning that? think we have a lot to learn from you. When you're a Toastmaster, I would feel that you should come out a bit more frequently. Like 5:30, a bit more trust, right? That is what I would suggest. When you're standing as a brand ambassador here, you must be more conscious about how you appear. Otherwise, you did a fabulous job. Give it up.
We apologize, we are 10 minutes late. To conclude the meeting, I would like to call upon our President, Sanjay Lakshmi Mahira. Wonderful time. Back to President.
Thank you very much, Atul. Today is really a proud moment for Sunshine, and our beloved Satyanarayan has got his ETM award. I would like to call upon stage Mr. Venkat.
Yes.
You know, this person, like Ramesh said, joined Toastmasters with an intention to go as a good speaker. His efforts has taken 40 speeches, right? And 7 manuals. The basic communication manual and 6 advanced communication manual. You have a choice to pick from 15. He has completed 6 out of that. Apart from that, all the leadership track, he has to take a role in the club, an officer role. Then on the district, there has to be some officer there. After all those toil, when you have a plaque which reads, is distinguished Toastmaster. Recognition is given to Satyanarayan Raju Gurunuri by Toastmasters International for outstanding accomplishment and leadership excellence in the pursuit of the mission of Toastmasters International. Given on this day, December 7, 2012, signed by Executive Director Daniel Prince. And this is for you, making this club proud.
Yeah.
They say what you become is important than what you get in life. But in Toastmasters, I say, apart from becoming, what you get also important. When Ramesh has called me after 2 months of me joining, when are you giving an icebreaker? I never imagined that I could complete CC. The kind of guidelines I have gone through. In CC manual, I got not my cup of coffee. Better give up and leave Toastmasters. But because of few Toastmasters had believed me that I can complete my goals. Ram Gopal, Vidya Ramesh, Kumaran, Kadiri, Venkat have literally pulled me from a ditch of 1,000 meters to a height of 15,000 meters, I can say, Mount Everest. With all credit goes to my mentors and evaluators and timekeepers, our counter have really made my job. It's not one day or 2 day job, it's a lifetime dream. I would like to congratulate all the evaluators and my mentors. When I received this plate today, I was going through a letter sent by Daniel Rex. Very few of more than 260,000 people will get this award. I felt something unique. I've done it. Yes, the midnight oil I burned all over for the last 8 years, talking to my mentors calling me and reminding me of my responsibility as a speaker. That particular letter made me to understand actual journey began now. Now I carry the DTM tag and I carry Toastmaster flag wherever I go as not just who walks in as a normal person and just carrying the Toastmaster with me. Now I have more responsibility, more accountability when I carry this tag. It's not just receiving the plate or a letter or a bouquet. Now I should think and write and rehearse and visualize the situation and think people who have taken their time out and come here to listen even 2-minute talk is worth preparing a week even to give a sergeant of speech. My dear Toastmaster, today I sat in front of my desktop. I wrote my sergeant of speech. Now I become more responsible. And I assure you, I promise each one of you, now onwards, whenever I come to the club, I'll see that I make sense and I make your time more rewarding than anybody else. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I'm proud to be a Sunshine Toastmaster. I'm proud to be a Toastmaster. I want to carry this flag wherever I go. And my goal is help people to achieve their DTMs. My slogan is go for DTM. Like I don't know how Tendulkar felt at 98 and maybe in the 19th century or 100th century. Last 1 month and 2 months I was really nervous. When will I? And which topic should I select? And finally I made it a big bag. And thank you so much VP Education Mrinalini for taking that pain, entering my record, and Vijayalakshmi for pushing me to give my speeches one after another. Yes, I achieved finally. Now, as I said, the journey began. Thank you very much.
Now the awards. CC level Anand. CC level Ramesh. Best table topic speaker Ram Gopal. Best evaluator Priyadarshi. Best listener Arjun. With that we come the end of the meeting. We close the meeting for today. Rahul wants to join. I